Okay, I think this is better now. I think I fixed it. For some reason, it was going to my iPhone microphone. So please let me know if this is better now in the comments. I think it is. It should be. I'll wait for some comments. Man, Mercury retrograde. Because like usually when I go on, it just goes to my okay, perfect. Thank you. So thank you, John. Usually when I go on my live stream, it just goes to my MacBook. So I'm not sure why that wasn't happening now, but it's fixed hopefully. So okay, yes, it looks like it's working. Good. Okay. Please slam that like button. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna definitely be trying to I'm gonna delete the one that was uploading currently, and then we'll get into this one. So how are you guys? How is your 11/11 going so far? Thank you. Here, maybe I can show you how long it is. It's long. It's really long. I got 24 inches this time. So thank you. I didn't think it would look this blonde on camera because like if you look at it in person, it's a little darker. But yes, happy 11/11. Okay. So as we wait for more people to get in, I'm just going to say that these are divine messages for November. I wanted to do this on 11/11 and make it kind of special. I'm just going to put like all the cards out there, and then I'm going to read what's on the cards and then do, my mermaid interpretation as you guys love so much. I'm going to start with Scorpio because it is Scorpio season, and I'll be ending with Libra. So if anyone can do the timing for people who are like just coming in that need to know what sign we're on, that would be really helpful for me because I know sometimes that was confusing for the last one. So first I'm going to smudge a little bit. I already did once. I want to do my Palo Santo real quick and then we'll get going. How is Scorpio season treating you guys? It has been wild for me. It's been powerful, healing. I went to my dad's memorial service last weekend, so that was nice to send him off in a really sweet way. All right. Cool. Remember to smash that like button. Remember to share with anyone that you know is a Mermaid Scales Tarot fan. And let's go ahead and get started with my Scorpions. Hi, Scorpios. Happy birthday to my November Scorpios. Thank you, Kales64. I appreciate it. Hi, Scorpio. How are you guys today? My lovely Scorpions. I'm just going to shuffle super quickly. Knock. All right, let's see your messages. What does Scorpio need to know for November? What does Scorpio need to hear right now as we are tapping into the 11/11 portal? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Any other strong placement that you feel drawn to watch the Scorpio reading? Okay, so first card we have is Lion. And it says, harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. I know, that's right, Scorpio. That's your first message. I'm going to get all the cards out and then I'm going to do an interpretation. Tell me more. Queen of Wands. This is Queen of Gabriel, Aries energy, passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. You guys are in your power right now. I love it. Usually I see that for Scorpios in Scorpio season, but it really does feel as if you guys are taking charge. You need to be confident in whatever this is you want to go after. I do feel Spirit is telling you guys to initiate it. You can absolutely initiate it. And I think it will be successful. Tell me more. I'm feeling very strong fires, particularly Leo and Aries energy. You could have that strongly in your chart, or this could be evolving a fire sign, including Sagittarius. Then we have the super moon. Emotions are running high, and we just kind of had a huge super full moon currently. So something may have manifested, or you may have kind of done a ritual around then. that spirit definitely says, you feel passionate about this. You feel like you really want to take ownership and just go forward in it. And maybe if some of you guys, like your emotions of fear or blockages or things that like, I'm going to fail if I try, what it like any sort of emotions that are trying to keep you from feeling fully confident and grounding and asserting yourself in this is not needed. And I think some of you guys may need to do some of that psychic cleansing if there are any of those feelings that are still kind of lingering around, because it's blocking you guys from fully being in your power the way that you should. And others of you that are really in your power currently, that are really stepping into it, taking ownership, wanting to assert yourself, wanting to be confident in the things that you're pursuing, there is excitement around it. And it's not just coming from you. It's coming from a lot of people that are witnessing you or that are talking about you or that are like just watching you step into this. And so a lot of you, I wonder if this is mainly career or like a lifestyle change you're wanting to initiate. Some of you guys, this could definitely be love and romance, and the person that is the target of yours that you are asserting yourself into, that you are trying to make a stance in and make a claim to, they're really excited about it. They were hoping you would be the one to kind of come forward first. And they're really, I don't know, they're the type that's checking their phone to seeing if you kind of reached out yet or what you're doing, like hoping that you're just excited about this as they are. Okay, tell me more. Okay, we have cleansing waters. Ooh, yeah, that's what I was saying, right? Purification activates vibrant life force. For a lot of you guys, I feel like baths are really powerful for you right now. If you don't have a bath, then I definitely suggest trying to find a way where you can just like soak in the shower. I'm seeing sea salt may be really amazing for you to kind of help cleanse. And why this is kind of coming forward, I feel like, is because when you are so strongly in your power the way you are right now, Scorpio, or at least the energy is kind of showing it, there may be some haters. There definitely will be haters that will say, oh, like Scorpio's really out there trying to put themselves like that. Like they're not brave enough to do it themselves. So they want to kind of like humble you or put you down in it. So don't attach yourself to that energy. I don't know. I feel for some of you guys, you may have like, critical energy around you. And that doesn't need to be attached to you at all. And I almost feel like for some of you, it's your lesson in kind of learning to detach from those energies that try to project on you. That's definitely coming forward. And even with this being your birthday season, even if you're an October Scorpio, you guys are feeling really, I don't know if there was like some milestone you're hitting this year that is making you feel this powerful, or maybe some of you guys succeeded in kind of last year saying, by next year, I'm going to do this. And you absolutely have. Or that's kind of what you're saying moving forward. I'm going to take charge of this. I'm finally going to apply myself to this. I am going to make this happen. And that's where it's going to, really show. These are like either, it depends on the timing you guys are in. This is either like if you did this last year and you achieved this is like the ending time where now you can kind of just feel the excitement of what you've been able to accomplish and let go of anyone's opinion about it as far as how you did it. Or I don't know, with the Queen of Wands and the Lion, it's like you did something unique, you did something surprising or shocking to others, but you always knew it was going to be meant for you. And even if you're more of a critic of yourself, like I'm seeing in the comments here, don't let that criticism get in your way. It's a protective mechanism, it's a defensive mechanism, but that needs to be cleansed because you are really activating your solar plexus, sacral chakra, and it needs to be activated. And nothing should stop that, because I think you guys are heading towards something really, this is going to be permanent, whatever this is that you're trying to implement, what you're trying to go for. It's going to be permanent for some time. So yeah, I think you absolutely have everything it takes. And I would also say, use your intuition to decipher the people that you're attracting, because you have a really bright light right now. And I do feel like people are going to approach you. But again, there's some haters. There are some people who are willing to work on you and be your support system. Listen to how these people respond or react to you. How are their like energies when you say you've accomplished something that you're really proud of? Are they there to uplift you? Or are they there to kind of doubt you and to criticize you? So again, I think this is a powerful time for you to tap in. There's a lot of emotions behind this. There's something in particular you guys really want to pursue. Do it. The timing is all in alignment. And once it's done, or even if there's some blockages right now internally or externally that are trying to make you doubt your ability to do it, cleanse it. Cleanse it because it doesn't need to follow you through in this, okay? All right, let's get one more card for you guys. This last little message from Spirit for Scorpio. Anything else Scorpio needs to know right now? Oh my God, I love this. Look at this. Master number 11. Okay, so 1111 is big for you guys today, or even anytime you see 1111, okay? Transformation is beautiful. So this is really touching my heart because I do feel like this has been a transformative year for you. And now, like that you're in Scorpio season, it's kind of Spirit's way of saying, like, look how far you've come. Be proud of how far you've come. Show off to yourself how you've been able to do this. And if you're still kind of in the process of trying to convince yourself it's the right timing, I mean, all the synchronicities here, if you keep seeing 1111, if you see butterflies, if you see lions, roses, dragonflies, I'm seeing for some of you guys, that's your message that this is the right timing for it now. And a lot of you had to go through some things this year to help that transformation, to show you that there's nothing that can be in your way. Only you deciding that you're not good enough. That's the only thing that could stand in your way, Scorpio. So thank you so much for joining me. That was a really awesome reading to kick this off with. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know. Put a comment in the comments and hit that like button. And we're going to be heading into Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. How are you guys today? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, that was powerful. Powerful reading. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and happy birthday to my November Sagittarians who are turning a whole nother year. You're very welcome. So this is the second sign we're on for Sagittarius. Tell me about it. For Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, 1111 messages. Messages for November. Ooh, you got two. Two flew out. So let's see. Okay. Coffin, natural endings abound. Take care with your health. And then we have Owl. And it says, there are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. For some of you guys, what I'm already very clearly picking up here is a passed down loved one that may have passed away this year, or maybe has always been a spirit guide of yours since their passing. They're coming forward with a message right now for a lot of you. And some of you guys, it's about ending something, but you've known that this needed to end. You have been feeling that way. And maybe for some, you've been putting it off or wanting to make sure you're doing the right thing. But this ending is going to be more beneficial for you than what you may be feeling right now. And I do feel that like you're going to be taken care of, and your wisdom is going to guide you through this, the aftermath of the ending. So there's really not anything you need to worry about. And if it's not even your own knowledge, it's the knowledge of your passed down loved ones, your angels, ancestors, spirit guides. They will be here for you to help you through this. You're not going through it alone, even if it feels like that. You have a lot of spiritual energy around you. I'm seeing the letter M, as in Matt or Michelle, first, middle, last initial, can mean something to someone. Tell me more. Okay. Ooh, I like this, guys. We have the Magician. Virgo energy, Gemini energy, Archangel Raziel, you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. Whoa. So guys, let me just say, even if this ending feels painful or you felt like maybe it was a failure, it absolutely was not. I honestly want to say, with however it ended, and I'm not trying to take away your feelings on that because they are valid, it's making room for something so much better. And I do feel like what's really beautiful about this is that when you tune into your higher self or you tune into your ancestors, angel, spirit guides, they are trying to let you know that you have the means right now, the will, the integrity, the grit to make something out of this. This is not meant to be a permanent ending. Either you're supposed to start something completely new from this ending, or you're meant to transform this into a way better version of what you were dealing with before. And it comes through your action, Sagittarius. It comes through your want to move forward. It comes through your will to move forward. And I feel that's what you need to tap into right now. And that's what your passed down loved one or your spirit angels, ancestors want you to know, is that you can do this. They've seen you overcome so much. This is just another thing for you to step into, to make something happen out of, to recycle it, to evolve it, to use it. You have everything you need to do that, Sagittarius. Okay, tell me more. Pay attention. I wonder if some of you guys are clairaudient or clairvoyant. So if you have dreams, daydreams, I would definitely take note of what you're seeing there. I feel that's one of the ways that your passed down loved ones, ancestors connect to you. Your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus, okay? So whatever this was that may be coming to an end, that you're beginning something new, and it could definitely be career related, finances, investments. So maybe you felt like you invested a lot of your time and energy into something that didn't pay off the way you were hoping. But that spirit is saying, again, like whatever this is that you want to manifest in the 3D world, it's still meant for you, but maybe there's another way, or maybe there's a better route to it. And I think right now, Sagittarius, your spirit guides, angels, ancestors are saying plan. Get a planner or start doing some research. You need to start kind of having a concrete, direct way of how to get to this manifestation. And again, it may feel like a lot of work, but you're up for it. You have the talents, the gifts, the insight, the wisdom. So I feel like it's almost as if once you kind of realize that about yourself and let go of the ending, I know it's hard, but trust me, there's something better once you apply yourself, invest in the right things, the right people, the right, environment for yourself. By doing the research, by experimenting, by, using your wisdom to kind of help you decipher what way that is best for you, it is going to come to fruition. It really is. And I feel for some of you to say like 2026 is going to be big, especially Taurus season. So pay attention to end of April, early May 2026, that this may really start to kick off. Tell me more. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys, if you're really enjoying this reading. Okay. Ooh, staying focused. Yes. This is exactly the message I was trying to get through. Hold the course. So, wow. I mean, it really is a repetitive thing. And it's like your spirit guide or your passed down loved one really wants to make it clear that just because there's a little bit of a roughness on the road, just because maybe something hit like a block, it does not mean it's not meant for you. There's just a better way. You can do this. Stay focused. Stay determined. Don't let that ending stop you. Don't let that ending confuse you into thinking that you don't have the ability or you don't have the means. If you feel like some of you guys are lacking the financial means, find ways to make up for that money. Budget, save, ask for some loans or do whatever it is. But I mean, you're very, very close. You're very close to this manifestation. And that's why Spirit wants you to stay focused. Don't get deterred. And again, some of you do need to do the right research and the discernment to help you further along this path. But it's time to zero in on this. And I think for some of you guys, I say this with kindness and love, stop procrastinating. Procrastination may be an issue here. That Spirit is gently trying to say, get back into it. That divot, that bump is not meant to, it's not meant to shake you up. And Sagittarians do not get shaken up easily. I know that. All right, let's get one more message for Sagittarius. Anything else Sagittarius needs to hear right now for the 1111 portal? Okay, so you guys got the pig spirit with number 47. Some of you guys could be born year of the pig in Chinese astrology. Use your mind wisely. Yes, pigs are actually super smart. A lot of people don't give them that credit, but they really are. And I feel as if with this energy here, it's like, again, the defeat or some sort of perceived failure or some sort of ending may really get you guys a bit down, may make you think that you don't have what it takes or you're not good enough. Spirit says you need to reassess the power of your mind to try. I know it's easier said than done, right? But to try to stay positive through this transition and to go back to the drawing board. Go back to the drawing board, see where you can improve, see what needs to be researched further, find that information, use it, practice it. You're going to be just fine and you're going to get back up because remember, you have the magician energy. And that's what Spirit wants to remind you above all else, okay? So thank you, Sagittarius, so much for joining me. I really hope these messages resonated with you. If they did, please let me know in the comments. Hit that like button. I'm going to go ahead and get into Capricorn. So far we've done Scorpio, Sagittarius, and now we are at Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. How are you guys during this 1111 portal? Hope you are doing well. Yeah, let's go Cap. I actually have a lot of Capricorn in my chart. A lot of people don't know. Oh, I'm so sorry, Carla. Yeah, I mean, you don't get shook easily, but yeah, I mean, there's outside circumstances that can make it a lot harder to stay on level ground. But Sagittarians, man, I don't know a better sign than to just kind of get up and still keep fighting. Maybe Aries too. But yes, now we're on Capricorn. Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What are the messages for Capricorn today? About November. Okay. First card we have out is Moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. You guys are getting gut feelings right now about a specific someone. I feel that very strongly. And it's telepathic, it's emotional. It's an intense psychic connection here. And I wonder if some of you guys have been kind of sensing more about this person than what they're willing to show. And so some of you are like, well, I don't want to make any conclusions before I really know. But I think a lot of you are right on target in your analysis of what's going on under the surface with this specific person. I'm hearing mom. I don't know. Maybe it's in regards to someone's mother, your mother, or maybe even your mom has recently had a conversation with you about this person that has been kind of reiterating what you've been feeling. Maybe this has to do with a stepmom or a mother-in-law, but again, it's not for everyone. But those are some of the things I'm getting here. Or someone else's mom, I don't know. But tell me more for Capricorn here. 5 of Cups, Scorpio energy. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. I kind of got chills here because what I'm sensing from this is that this is someone that you care about, that you're concerned about, that you, I don't, there's something off with this person and they're trying to brush it off. They're trying to act like they're okay, but they're not. And I think they are kind of and I'm not trying to scare anyone here, obviously, but they're in a little bit of a dark energy right now. And if this is you, Capricorn, maybe you've been trying to put up that front with everyone else. Like, don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm okay. But there's a lot of emotional turmoil going on. Maybe it's with a romantic interest that you didn't want to hear the I told you so. So you didn't want to tell certain people about what's happening, and you've been keeping that all in. And again, like, I think you don't have to tell anyone things you don't want to tell them. But I think that for some of you, even if you kind of have been trying to search for the reason why, been trying to use your intuition, I don't know if you're ever going to get a final answer from this person, but I think Spirit's saying that final answer doesn't matter. I think a lot of you already know the deeper meaning behind it. I think a lot of you already know what they're not willing to tell you. And I think you can be at peace with that. As much as it hurts to not hear it from their mouth, I don't think they can give you that truth. I don't think they could give you that closure or clarity. I'm just being real here with you, Capricorn. Tell me more. Okay, so then we have new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. Ooh, this could be like a boss or a manager that some of you guys feel overlooked by, that you don't think you are being celebrated the way you should or recognized the way you should, that your ideas or input are being pushed to the side. But know that like their karma is building. And with the 5 of Cups and the moon, I wonder if there's like workplace tension, workplace competition that is at play here. And so maybe even if you see someone else get rewarded for some work you've done or feel like they're taking credit for what you've done, I think in the end, your hard work is going to show off. And maybe that's more towards Capricorn season, end of December, January, well, you will get that recognition, get that raise, and maybe even get that promotion over this other person. Yeah, they're doing some sneaky, secretive ways in order to try to get ahead, but that will come to light. And even for some of you guys where this may be, not work related, if it's something where this is someone that can't give you that closure or that understanding that you're really trying to seek from them, I think you're doing a lot of inner work, inner realizations here that maybe, the reason why this fell apart or didn't happen is not entirely because of you. But it's easier to criticize yourself because you're the only one that's giving yourself that information, right? You're not hearing that other side. But you're doing a lot of clearing right now. And I think a lot of you are starting to come out of being in that, kind of sad, down mood about something that didn't happen that you were hoping for, and starting to kind of get back into routine, get back, up again, kind of realize, all right, that those 3 of Cups spilled, but there's something out there with the 2 of Cups that I can still make happen. It's not the end of the world. And that is really going to pay off. What you've learned from this, what you've kind of, what you've been able to really learn as lessons here from some sort of disappointment. But you are right. I mean, I do want to say again, like there is more to this story than what this person or the situation is showing you. But right now, Spirit doesn't want you to focus on that. Spirit wants you to focus on yourself, healing yourself, getting back up again, and working hard to still kind of make something happen that you have everything in your toolbox to make happen. And I do feel for some of you guys, maybe even your work isn't being recognized yet, but it's definitely being noticed. So don't feel like, you're not being seen. You are, but maybe this person wants to keep things under wrap before they get that final pass to promote you, to advance you in some way. Okay. So there's secretive energy right now. Don't feed into the negativity of it because it's still in the unknown. Work on what you can that's in your control. Stay focused on that, and the energy will switch. Okay. Let me get another card. Tell me more for Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay. So it says discovering the truth. Whoa. The truth will come out in its time. And as you just kind of, again, put into focus what you can, what you are able to do, what you are able to push through, succeed in, to take a chance at, the truth will come in its right time. You stand in the light of truth. And that in itself, knowing your own truth, knowing that what you have that may be useful later, that maybe, I did the best I can, I did the best I could, and that's the truth for me. Maybe it's not showing now, but it'll show out eventually. That is definitely the right course to take. And knowing that and not having to have all that, a validation for it, it's hard, but I think it's building up for more validation when the truth comes that is going to be not even just an I told you so, but I knew this from the start. So stay positive, Capricorn, and know that your truth is valuable. And if there's something you feel is being hidden from you or that you have to hide currently, you'll know when it's the right time to come forward or when it will be the right time to speak on it, or it will come in its own right, divine timing. All right, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and get one more card. Your last message for November. I'm hearing Secret by Madonna. I don't know if that resonates for anyone. But Chameleon, number 14, act as if. So you guys need to be, don't let your emotions trigger you too much. Don't act off your emotions because of, and again, like when it's hard, it's a lot harder when you feel like there's an injustice, when you feel like you aren't getting recognized for something or someone isn't giving you what you want or need. Like now is not the time to act on that. And I feel if there has been someone that has messed something up or you feel you messed it up, it's not completely destroyed yet. It's not anything that can't be rebuilt and restored. And like I said, I think there's more to it than what you're seeing. And so right now you need to just get in the right mindset, act as if this is something that you have recovered from, that this is something you can absolutely move forward from with the lessons in. Act as if you are already in your truth, knowing your truth. And when it's asked about, speak your truth, but let that speak for itself. And I do feel if you just stay positive, stay on the right course, don't let other emotions from other people try to trigger you in that way. Let your work and let your truth speak for itself. You guys will be able to see more clarity in this when Spirit sees you're prepared. But again, there's something that's not prepared to be shown to you yet. But that doesn't mean you're failing in this, okay? All right. Thank you so, so much, Capricorn, for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. If it did, please let me know. Hit that like button, comment below. And now we are going to Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. I think you guys noticed I wear my glasses today. I'm an Aquarius moon. I hear Aquarius placements look good in glasses. I forget where I heard that from, but it was from something. Okay, so let's keep it going. Let's see for Aquarius for 11/11. What are your guys' messages? Please let me know if this is resonating with you guys. Hit those likes. Comment below for Aquarius. All right. What is your message, Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Death. Isn't that fitting for Scorpio season? A time of natural transition and transformation. So something is not necessarily ending, it's transforming. And it is kind of right now in the process of that transformation. And I think a lot of you guys just need to be aware of that. And if, I don't know, I feel like some of you guys are getting ascension symptoms. So of course, if you're sick or feeling sick, go to a doctor. I'm not a doctor, but I wonder if some of you guys have just been feeling a little bit more fatigued lately, a little bit like a warmer temperature than you're used to. I do feel like there's something shifting within your vibration, within your frequency that is going to be shown in the 3D. And maybe that's why you guys have been feeling that way. But I want to get a little bit more cards here to see exactly what um, area, excuse me, of your life is really transforming. The letter D is sticking out to me, as in Derek, Danielle, first, middle, last initial. Ooh, we have the Ace of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. So, ooh, you know what I got from this? This feels romantic for some of you. And if it's romantic, I feel like someone is kind of going through an ego death, a transformation. And coming out of this, they're going to be prepared and ready to take action on this connection. I do feel like they will be the ones hitting you up first, the ones instigating or initiating, excuse me, the connection, the dates, the conversation. So that feels very strong here for a lot of you. But I also feel with this like transition here, like some of you guys may be kind of shedding this old version of yourself, these old beliefs, these old thought patterns that you've been really kind of noticing more so that you have been wanting to work on. And by doing that, it's shifting you to this new preparedness, this new level of readiness to go forward on something new that will be entering your life in November. Maybe something new has entered your life in November that has been kind of initiating this transformation process, has been making you make decisions on where things need to change. And this is just the start. I wonder if you guys have been seeing hawks lately, or like the hawk totem is something that resonates with you guys deeply. Tell me more. For Aquarius. Okay. Look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So right now, although it's kind of like hard not to, when we feel something good coming in, we see something good coming in, we try to focus a lot on the how, when, where, why, because. And Spirit is saying, like, take a step back, Aquarius. Some of this transformation, yes, it was initiated by you, but Spirit is trying in its own divine timing to work on it itself. And so some of you guys may be getting a little impatient in November, although I do feel for a lot of you, end of November is maybe when this really fully shows itself. That person, that that hobby, that initiative you want to take, that yes, I don't know, I'm hearing yes. So some of you guys are maybe waiting on like an application, a contract, an answer that you guys will get by the end of the month, or Spirit just wants to tell you, if you've been asking a certain question to yourself, yes is the answer to it. But there's a bigger picture of why this is happening, and this may be out of your control a little bit. Maybe this was destined, maybe this is divine timing. And I feel as if once you guys kind of let Spirit do its part in making this happen, or if there's a certain someone you're waiting on, letting them kind of figure some things out for them, if they're going through that transformation, you'll get the bigger picture. But don't try to, zoom in on this small part of the picture to find reasons when you're not seeing the full thing yet. I hope that kind of makes sense, but I get it. I'm an Aquarius moon. I do the same thing. I have to analyze, pick out why. I got to know why. And Spirit's saying, you'll know why, just not right now. And you'll know why maybe this took some time. You'll know why maybe this came into your life. But right now it's in the transition of either appearing, or if you already kind of took that initiative to be the first person to take that step forward, let the process go. Let the process continue, and let the process finish before you come to assumptions, conclusions, or anything about it. Okay? Tell me more. Tell me more for Aquarius. Miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. You guys, this is a wish. This is a wish that has been in your hearts about this. This is something you've been like really, I feel, from the last few months. And for some reason, I'm hearing July may have been like around the time that this has come up in your life, or that you've been kind of working towards this. And again, it's not for everyone, but I think this is meant for you. And the first inkling of showing that this is meant for you with the Ace of Wands is happening in November. I do feel like, again, even if it's not like picking apart with the small details out of worry or fear, that don't go off of the first thing, let the rest come into place. So it's kind of like, you go to a restaurant, you order, your dinner, but you just stop at the appetizer because it was so good. The dinner's even better. I know that's kind of a weird metaphor, but I hope that makes sense. There's a miracle coming in for you guys. And this doesn't have to be a huge miracle. It could be small miracles. It could be, the blessing that I got that response. I got that yes. I found this new way of going forward in the path that I feel is most meant for me. But there is something that is heartfelt. There is something sincere that wants to make its way to you, that is making its way to you in this current transition, okay? Love it. It is meant for you, Aquarius. Remember that. All right, last message for Aquarius. Is there anything else Aquarius needs to know before we head in? Ooh, Eagle Spirit, number 23. And it says, Spirit has your back. Love it. See, so Spirit is working on you with this. Spirit has your back. Spirit sees that you want this, and Spirit knows that this is an alignment for you. So let Spirit use the transitional process right now to make its way. But don't think that, Spirit doesn't hear you, that Spirit isn't understanding. Spirit gets it. But Spirit is definitely working with its own way to make this happen. So trust Spirit's timing, trust Spirit's reasoning, and it will be yours, Aquarius. Know that, okay? So thank you so much, Aquarius, for joining me for this reading. We're going to go ahead and get into Pisces. Hi, Pisces. How are you guys today? Happy 11/11, everyone. If you just joined, welcome. We are on Pisces. We started with Scorpio, so we're working our way, aren't we? Thank you so much, Sarah Louise, for time stamping it for us. So please remember to hit that like button, and we will go for Pisces. What is your message for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for 11/11 November messages. Ooh, we got the Lion. So Scorpio also got the Lion. If you have strong Scorpio in your chart, or if you're dealing with the Scorpio, I suggest checking out the Scorpio reading when I post this to see your messages there. But it says, harness the loyal and protective aura of the Lion and charge ahead magnificently. A bit different than what I was feeling with Scorpios is protective. So I wonder if some of your guys' protective instincts are kicking in right now. The want to protect yourself, the want to protect something or someone you love is really kind of making its way, or making you kind of react instinctually in this to fight. I feel a fight coming from you, Pisces, but not like a lower vibrational fight, but one that is showing that you are a warrior in this, that you don't give up that easily. A lot of people underestimate Pisces. And I think it's because Pisces moves in a lot less of a flashy way. But Pisces is smart. And just because Pisces is more connected to the 5D than most, I do feel like Pisces has that ability to use those instinctual sensitivities to be fully prepared for things that people didn't see coming. I just feel that type of energy coming through you now. And I think there's some people who are saying oh, Pisces is overreacting. Oh, Pisces, you're just, assuming blah, blah, blah. No, you're sensing something, and you're right to sense it. Hi, Tammy. I'm glad you caught my live as well. Tell me more about Pisces with this message here. Ooh, you got two. So the first one we have is the moon. Capricorn had moon energy, so check out the Capricorn reading once this is uploaded. The opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, face your fears, and grow stronger. Interesting. And Page of Water, Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. And it says a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. So huge confirmation here that you guys are sensing something that others aren't seeing right now. And it's kind of getting you to have this instinct to prepare for it, to be ready for when it comes, to fight for when it comes. And some of you, I wonder if this is in regards to a child. If it's not a child, I don't know, maybe they're for some, going into this, new part of their life where they're growing up, they're making friends, maybe they're dealing with some friend situations, romantic situations that they're maybe not fully transparent with you because they don't feel prepared in sharing everything, but you know that there's something going on with them and you want to help them, you want to be there for them. Let them come to you. They will come to you, but you taught them well. You taught them really well. You prepared them for all the curveballs life can throw, and I think through what you've been able to teach them and instill in your own wisdom, that is going to show itself. So they got this too, Pisces. So let them handle that. But for those of you, this has nothing to do with children at all. I definitely feel um, this is in regards to someone you really care about. And this could be romantic, this could be friendship, family member. And I do feel like some of you guys feel like you're owed an apology from this person. They're not in a good emotional, mental place right now. And I do feel there's a lot that they're trying to work through, but they may be intimidated by you right now. They may be afraid to reach out first. And some of you, if this has nothing to do with someone else, but this is all internal, there's something your heart wants to act on. There's something that you feel very close to and very much in alignment with, but you're afraid to make that first move. I do feel making that first move will teach you something about yourself and show you that you're a lot stronger than you even know. And that actually, once you kind of take that first step, it's not as scary as what you thought it was going to be. And this feels something that you deeply care about. This doesn't feel something small or something that could be easily get over. So maybe there's a lot of fear behind that. But I do feel because you care about this so much, Spirit sees that you care about this so much. By trusting yourself a little bit more, will only show Spirit that you're ready for it. Okay, tell me more for Pisces. Okay, so then we have the energy is gaining momentum. Things are going up, and that's the anticipation you're sensing. And it's kind of, again, although it can't be seen in the 3D, the 5D, the energy feels so strong. And that's why you're sensing it miles and wavelengths before anyone else does. But you're right, the tension is gaining, the tension is rising. And even for some of you, this is romantic. Like, I do feel someone feels fierce of you, but they're protective of themselves. But you're getting to this place in their heart that they thought that they blocked a lot of people away from. Not you, Pisces. I think your patience, I think your willingness to let people come to you when they're ready is making this person realize there's something there that they yearn for you, that they need from you. So yeah, I definitely feel as if what you've been kind of anticipating is very close to happening in this. Okay, tell me more. If you guys reached out recently and haven't had a response yet, I think this person is literally trying to figure out of a way to reach back out to you. They're nervous about reaching back and responding, so I don't think you're going to be left on red for long. If that's what you're worried about, they will respond. Okay, so then we have traveling lately. And it says, simplify your life. So I think that this is kind of like where someone feels the need to protect, the need to fight it out, the need to speak up on it. I think by taking that first initiative to put your opinion out there or your care out there, that was enough. And I think through moving forward with this initiative or want that you feel very strongly about, there's only so much you can do right now, Pisces. And although you feel so strongly about it and it's harder to kind of act on it than it is to, or not act on it than it is to act on it, I think Spirit wants you to know that this is something where you're going to have to take what is given for now. And I think with what has been showing you, even if there's a lot that's still waiting to uncover, I think that you know as much as you need to know. You can do with that information, you can do with what you're sensing. in kind of choosing a way forward where I think Spirit wants you to look to the next task, the next step, or to refocus on something that you can kind of distract with yourself with currently until it's ready to fully reach back out to really revitalize. And again, if this is in regards to your concern or care for someone else, they got this. And that doesn't mean I'm not saying don't help them in a way you can, but don't feel as if you entirely are the make or break in this person's situation. I think, again, you've done a lot for them, and now it's time for them to show their first steps towards this. So allow them to take those first steps, Pisces. Let go a little bit of control here. And I think a lot will be able to flow to you a lot easier once you kind of let go of that control. But it's kind of hard when you feel that momentum gaining. It is. It is. Just know that. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and get one more card for you guys and see if there's anything else I can tell you for November, your 11/11 messages for Pisces. Okay, so we have Armadillo Spirit with number 3, and it says set healthy boundaries. Yeah. So this is where it's kind of tying into the need to control, the need to fight this out. Like, again, I think for some of you where you need to speak on something, do it, but then just let that hold space. I think that you don't need to overemphasize anything. You don't need to prove anything, and you don't need someone else's validation to prove anything to you. I think that by having these boundaries with yourself or with others is going to let the situation breathe, is going to let the momentum continue to gain in the background as it should, but to put more pressure on it is going to make it more fragile. And so that's why a strong boundary is needed, so it doesn't break too soon before it can really happen, okay? So thank you so much, Pisces. I really hope that this resonated. I hope that you got some information for November, your messages for November. If so, please let me know. Hit the like button on this video and comment below. And we're going to head into Aries. Hi, Aries. How are you guys today on this 11/11 portal day? And you know, mid-month love readings will be coming soon. I'm so excited for you to read for you guys. All right, so we're headed for Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Thank you again, Sarah, for time stamping. I really appreciate it. So let's go into Aries. What is Aries' message for November for this 11/11 portal? Ooh, we have plane. Okay. And it says a journey is indicated either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. So for some of you guys, there's travel in November, and that makes sense, especially in, you know, this time of the year for a lot of Americans. It's a time for travel for the holidays. I wonder if for some of you guys, travel has been a little bit delayed or pushed off, or you even just feel not so literally, but metaphorically, like you're wondering if this is going to go anywhere. And I do feel like what Spirit wants you to know is your life will become more full. So I definitely feel as if this has already taken flight, that this is already up in the air for you, and to kind of know that you're on the right track, you're on the right journey to get there. I do feel like with this plane, it could also be like some of you guys are getting the itch to travel again, are kind of looking and researching into places that you want to travel for 2026. And this is kind of like the beginning of taking that little research or those steps into kind of going through with it. So that's the first card. Let me pull some more cards to get more clarity. Tell me more about this journey for Aries, or this plane for Aries. Ooh, we got the World card. Okay. Archangel Michael is here, and it says, a very happy ending coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. So trust me, this is going somewhere, and this is going to end very well for you with the World card. But again, like some of you guys may even be thinking of moving, or like a big trip is being planned, or putting yourself out there. is something that a lot of you guys have felt has been a part of your life path, a part of your purpose. You are kind of meant to be known in some way, and that doesn't have to be globally. But if it is, I mean, absolutely, that could be in the cards for you. But it could also mean within your community, within your family, you're meant to make something in this world. You're meant to make some sort of difference. You're meant to kind of excel at something that a lot of people find hard to do because it takes a lot of time, energy, effort. And you have been on that journey, and something is going to take off. Like, I literally see this plane taking off here. So in November, there may be a time to celebrate something taking off in your life, romance, career, finances, whatever this is that you have been kind of focusing on, that you've been taking this new path into pursuing. I think you finally found the treasure mine, the lucky path to kind of implement this. Now, some of you guys, if this is romance, I do feel like this is someone that's at a distance from you. Maybe you met traveling, maybe comes from a different culture, country, background, ethnicity, and it is taking off despite those differences. They may even have an accent for some of you guys to kind of clarify on that. Okay. Tell me more. Tell me more about this energy for Aries for November. Ooh, new moon eclipse, expect powerful change. Yes, guys. So, wow. This is like the big bang, the ending, the big thumbs up from the universe. The big evidence of being on the right track is showing itself in November fully. And as this kind of makes its way to you, as this really takes off and you're seeing how it takes off, there's powerful change that is coming in after this is made apparent. And it just is like the first domino was hit and the rest of them fall, but in a good way, not in a scary way. And I think the first domino is just hitting right now, that is showing evidence of the success, is showing evidence of, your exposure to how well this is going, to where this is taking off. And it's just the initiation of this powerful change to still continue in your life. And if it feels overwhelming, good. I think it's meant to be a little overwhelming, but in the best way possible. So if you guys are kind of on that brink of that anticipation and you feel nervous about it, I mean, I think a lot of you, this is going to land really, really well. And I think even for some of you, if this is romance, you are changing this person and maybe initiating this change they want to make in their life. So let's just say there's a distance between the two of you. After meeting you, they may want to move closer to you, and they haven't done that in years or even thought about leaving where they've been. But for you, they would be willing to do it. All right, tell me more about this energy for Aries. Okay. Then we have wise leader. The letter W is really showing itself to me. So Wyatt or Whitney, first, middle, last initial, can mean something to someone. But it says you are a beacon for others. So whether this is romance or even career, or even like an example for your ancestors, your family, you are stepping out. You are taking initiative. Your journey is daring. Your journey is something that a lot of people would be afraid to act on, but you aren't. And I think by kind of tapping into this excitement, by tapping into the fact that, yeah, I'm going to put myself out there, it may be a risk, but the reward is going to be more worth it. That's what Spirit wants you to hear right now. And you have ancestors that kind of were trailblazers too. I don't know if this is something you know about their story or even something that's being revealed to you right now, but your ancestor or ancestors were trailblazers in the way that you're kind of feeling the need to push out and do it in the same way. So I feel you have this in your blood, this fire, this drive, this ambition. And Spirit wants you to know, like, you are on the right track to getting into this momentum of powerful change, of getting recognized for this, getting known for this, and maybe even inspiring someone else to take the initiative in making this change for you, Aries. You got them right where you want them, if that's something you need to hear. So, all right, Aries, let's go ahead and get one more message for you guys. Oh, also, because today's Veterans Day, I wonder if someone, yourself, a passed down loved one, is a veteran that's coming through today to let you know that they're here for you or to honor you in that way. Anyway, is there any last messages for Aries? And happy Veterans Day to those who are watching. Oh, you got 2. So first we have Bobcat Spirit, Life is a Mystery, number 8. And we have the Crow Spirit, Co-Create with Spirit. And it's a 17 that breaks down to an 8. So November 8th, November 18th, November 28th could be important dates, or your birthday could be April 8th, April 18th, March 28th. But yeah, I feel as if for a lot of you guys, like there's been a lot up in the air, a little bit of uncertainty, but you've felt called to this for a very long time, if not even from childhood, to go on this path, to be this daring, to take this initiative, to do something different. And I think even if a lot of you guys, or you get questioned by why and you don't have a direct answer for it, the direct answer, again, doesn't really matter. I feel as if you have something you've been quietly co-creating, you've been visualizing and being hold that vision for such a time that, you know, maybe the mystery of the timing was a little bit that was working against you, but something's appearing in November that is showing that this was right all along. Why it appeared in November, Spirit's not really saying why, but again, life's a mystery. It doesn't really matter. As long as you know and have that feeling, I think you're getting there, and it's going to take off in a beautiful way. And the first evidence of that is being shown in November, okay? So thank you so, so much, Aries, for joining me for this reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, hit that like button, comment below. And now we're jumping into Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How are you guys? Are my Taurians here today? I know this is a work day, so I am thankful for those of you that were able to make it to this live reading. And again, it will be posted later, so you can rewatch. So let's get into Taurus. What is your message, Taurus? This one really wanted to come out, and we have birth. And it says universal energy brings you opportunity and possibility. So there's something that I feel has been incubating, been waiting to manifest. And with this birth energy, it's coming through. And there's an opportunity and a possibility that it's making itself shown to you, Taurus. Now, some of you guys, this is not for everyone. You may be finding out about a pregnancy, whether that's someone you know, or even yourself, or someone you care about. Maybe someone's recently given birth, and that's something that someone has been celebrating in addition to the family. It feels Empress energy, though, which I'm not surprised to see for you guys, because I mean, Empress is represented by Taurus. So I definitely feel as if you guys have been feeling that it is time to start initiating, time to start acting on something that you want to manifest, that you want to bring into your life. And I do feel the energy, the universal energy around you is shifting to allow this opportunity and possibility to come through. And it feels like a new opportunity. It feels like a new possibility here. Okay. So tell me more. Okay, we have 4 of Wands. Nice. Aries energy. Time for celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. You know, I gotta say, this is feeling a lot like love and romance with the 4 of Wands. And the 4 of Wands is also known as an 1111 card. So I'm not surprised to see the 1111 card here on 1111. And that may be a number synchronicity that is close to you. Your birthday could be May 11th. Or April 22nd, does not have to be. But I definitely feel as if, you know, there is someone that is wanting to work on kind of grounding some sort of relationship here with you. They definitely want to make something more stable with you. They feel as if you are a right partner. They may be the first to bring out about asking you about this opportunity, wanting to see if you would be open to dating or to you know, even some of you guys like spending more time at each other's houses or even moving in with one another. The plant wisteria is something I'm seeing. I don't know. That is such a random confirmation, but it may mean something to a few of you. And again, like some of you guys may be experiencing some changes in the household, new roommates, or, living on your own, but having more people come over. Maybe there's a housewarming party in November, or again, maybe someone's hosting the holidays at their house for a first time. And it's going to be, a very, very successful event, if that is something here. And I wonder too if like there is going to be an introduction of someone's partner into a family, and that's where this kind of like new addition to the family is. And I think with the Four of Wands, everyone's going to see you two as a great fit, a great match, that you guys are a great couple. You blend well together, you make each other laugh, really. And they love, like, I don't know, someone's energy has definitely become a lot more lighter, a lot more brighter since meeting this person, and it's evident to all. Okay, tell me more about this energy for Taurus. And again, a new addition to a family for pregnancy, be aware of that. It's coming through very strongly. But we have full moon in Cancer, nice. And it says a personal issue reaches resolution. So there is something coming in full circle in matters of the heart. This is something that I feel maybe someone was waiting for someone to have that conversation with, of, partnering up, of being exclusive, of being devoted to one another, of doing or making a big change, or making a big, leap in someone's life. And I think that November is the timing for it. And I do feel, as you guys have gotten to know each other, it may have gone really slow at first, which is maybe why someone was kind of worried or questioning it. But I think the slowness is what made you guys understand each other a lot more. And I do feel you guys have developed an emotional development, an emotional bond that is very solid now. And I think even in November, you guys may be revealing something to each other in an emotional, exposing type of way that is showing the progression of this, that is showing that maybe there's part of this connection where it's entering this chapter that there's no going back now, that's all out there. Someone's putting their heart out there. And I do think the other person was waiting for this. And once that vulnerability is shown, I think you guys are going to decide that this is the one you're going to be with, that you are comfortable in grounding yourself with and making yourself available to this person because of this bond you have created. And that is going to even get deeper in the month of November. The letter B is sticking out to me, as in Brenda or Brandon, first, middle, last initial. Tell me more for Taurus. What else does Taurus need to know, Spirit? Oh my goodness. We have rainbow of blessings. How beautiful. Blessings are showering your life. So some of you may be seeing rainbows, and that could be your confirmation. But I do want to say that, yeah, this is evident where the little blessings are kind of adding up, and the new beginnings that are coming in is spiritually aligned for you. Spirit sees that your frequency is ready for this to come into your life. So be receptive to this. Be emotionally open to this. Don't block yourself off from this out of fear, out of nervousness, because this person, whoever they are, has just as strong feelings about you, if not stronger. And is really, even if some of you guys are kind of wondering if this is the right time to get exclusive or to settle down or to, take this to the next level, it really is. And maybe some of you are just a little vulnerable because you felt the same way once upon a time before with someone else, but it wasn't going to work out the same way it's meant to work out with this person. And I think by following through on that and following through on your hope and your faith and knowing what you've already developed so strongly with this person, I think it's just going to be evident that this is the person for you. And the blessings just keep on coming in as you guys are receptive to each other, open to each other, and allow the universe to continue to let you guys unfold. And there will be opportunities for you guys to get closer, opportunities for you guys to make big steps with one another. And they feel completely ready to do this. There's no doubt in their hearts over this, Taurus. All right. So let's go ahead and get one more card and see if there's anything else Taurus needs to know about this reading. about this energy. So we have lion spirit. The lion's coming out very strongly. Can someone tell me why, if they know astrologically? It came out for Pisces and it came out for Scorpio. So those signs may mean something to you guys. If so, watch those readings when this uploads. But it says, be generous of spirit. Yeah, open your heart. Your heart will not be taken for granted this time, Taurus. Someone sees how loyal of a heart you have, how a devoted heart you have, how fierce heart you have, and the fierce love that you give. And this person cherishes that. So don't be afraid to show it. I think that will be, the big final step to really showing spirit that you guys are ready for one another. And not to say that there's never going to be difficult times, as it's life, but you'll make it through it together. And this is someone who's very, very loyal. So if infidelity, cheating has been scarring someone and been making someone afraid to open up again, it's not going to happen with this person. Absolutely not. So thank you so much, Taurus, for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. We're going to go ahead and now move on to Gemini. If you guys have been enjoying this live, please let me know by hitting the like button, by commenting below, hitting those hearts. We are getting into Gemini. Hi, Gemini. How are you guys? Tell me about Gemini's reading for November. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Ooh, we have the Moon. Okay. So Capricorn also got this card. So if you have strong Capricorn in your chart, or if you're dealing with a Capricorn, I suggest check out the Capricorn reading once this uploads if you didn't get to watch that. But it says, pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. I feel crush vibes. I feel crush vibes very strongly here. And it's almost as if like you're hoping that the other person, like with the subtle signs that they're showing you, that you're reading it correctly. You are. I don't know if this is a coworker or like a friendship you don't want to kind of make awkward, but they definitely feel the same way. But for some reason, neither of you have been kind of like taking the full step to one another. It's kind of been like sidestepping here. So I want to know more. Tell me more about this energy. The letter O is really sticking out to me as an Oscar or Olivia. First, middle, last initial can mean something to someone. But then we have the Magician. Okay, Sagittarius also got this card. So you could have strong Sagittarius in your chart. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. If so, check out the Sagittarius reading. But it says, you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. Okay, Gemini, let me just say this. Your magic has been working. Okay, and even if it's been subtle, even if it's been like dropping little hints here and there, someone is taking them. And I think the mystery and the chase is what's making them a lot more curious about you, a lot more wanting to pursue this. And I think the more hints you leave, the more they're starting to want to take initiative. But you're doing everything exactly right. And I think even the timing of like, maybe I should sidestep or maybe I should hold back and see what they'll do with it is the right strategy to do. And it is working. I feel like you cast a spell on someone romantically here and you've gotten their attention all the way. And I do feel like the more you guys kind of leave these hints, again, it's adding up to them finally being the first to tell you they like you, be the first to ask you on a date, to be the first to initiate that green flag that I think you guys, for whatever reason, want them to show you first before you show your cards, right? This person's very charming. This person is quiet with their charm, but like people notice them when they walk in a room. There's something very magnetic about them. They're very good with their words. They're very clever. They may be entrepreneurial. They may be go-getters. And I think that's something that really turns you on about this person, Gemini. Tell me more about this energy for Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Ooh. Full moon in Pisces. And it says balance spirituality and practicality. So, I wonder if you guys are trying to get like the clear by seeing the right signs first before believing it's the right timing to act on it in the 3D. And I wonder if you have been getting signs, synchronicities from spirit about this person, seeing their name everywhere or seeing, something that reminds you of this person or that like their suggested friends adding is like keep on popping up on your end, like something that is like a constant reminder of your magic and manifesting this person and how it's working. And the signs that you're seeing of this person, they're seeing of you too. So I definitely feel spirit is intervening on this connection and is really wanting you guys to both know that what you've been feeling and sensing is right. So now what either are you going to do about it? If you really do want them to be the first to act on it, fine. But I think both of you have been playing this game of chicken with one another. If they have to, they'll be the first. And it's interesting because usually they are the go-getter type, but I wonder if there's just something about you that's making them a little bit more nervous, a little bit more like, I don't know, like maybe they see you as a bit out of their league or a bit of like a hard catch. And so they don't know if it would be, embarrassing themselves to go after you. But I don't think that's the vibe at all. That's just someone's fear that's keeping them safe from giving this a shot or a chance. Whoever's feeling this way, you really don't need to. There's something about someone's smile that they absolutely love or that you absolutely love about this person. They could have dimples, they could have a little gap, they could just, I don't know, smile all the time. And it's just cute. Cute is a really good way to describe it. Tell me more for Gemini. Ooh, uncovering treasure with this dragon energy. So someone could have like a dragon tattoo, be born near the dragon in Chinese astrology, or have a strong connection to dragons. But there's a very subtle, powerful energy waiting to be awakened in someone. And it says, beneath the surface lies great bounty. So again, like I said, it feels a little bit secret admirer-ish. It feels a little bit subtle right now. But I do feel if you give them that green light, that green flag, they've been hungry for taking this initiative, Gemini. They have this huge desire, this huge yearning, this huge lust. So again, I don't know if this is a coworker or just someone that you guys kind of feel like you've had to be kind of like, on the down low with, but man, once you've awakened this in this person, it is on. And I think that's where maybe someone even is a little bit like nervous in pursuing because they know how they get in love and romance. And once their emotion kind of is open and receptive, it turns very intense. But I think you've been craving this type of intensity in your love life, and this person definitely has it. I feel strong Scorpio energy with this card. All right, Gemini, is there anything else I can tell you about this connection, this person? Any last minute advice for Gemini in regards to November with their 1111 portal messages? Armadillo spirit, number 3. Who else had this? I believe Pisces did. And it says set healthy boundaries. Okay, so what this kind of shows here is that, again, maybe with balanced spirituality and practicality, I wonder if this had to be secret, maybe because like this is just an example and I'm trying to pinpoint what this energy really is here, but maybe it's kind of like, this was a friend's ex or something like you guys, just, I don't know, something, maybe someone's friend had a crush on this person, but your guys' chemistry is a lot stronger. I don't know. Something where it's kind of like, or maybe, to move on too soon. Whatever this is, maybe you guys do need to kind of keep this on a little bit of the down low, but maybe reveal more within each other than to the world, to the public. I do want to say with set healthy boundaries that you guys may want to feel like this needs to move fast. Once you activated this in each other, it's like this intense sexual, sensual, emotional connection that just feels a bit overwhelming. And if you guys really do want this to work, I think the practicality needs to be taken as much consideration as the spiritual inklings, notions have been making itself appear to you. And so maybe there's kind of like lifestyle differences between the two of you, or kind of knowing going into this, maybe that there's some boundaries that may be kind of making it harder for us to connect, and we have to understand those boundaries. And if we can work through that, then it would really be a big sign that this is something more for us. And to kind of test through that limited boundary for the meantime, if you guys play your cards right, it could prove something for the long term, okay? So thank you so, so much, Gemini, for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. If it did, please comment, hit that like button, and we're heading into Cancer. Hi, Cancer. How are you guys doing today? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Your messages for November, your 11/11 portal, or any of my Cancers in this chat currently. And thank you guys for joining me on this work day for this 11/11 reading. Cancer Moon. All right, Debbie. Let's see. Oh, you're Virgo too? My husband's a Virgo with Cancer Moon. How cool. Anyway, tell me Cancer's November 11/11 portal messages. What is the energy for Cancer? Hello, everyone. Okay. Ooh, so goodness. Those cards kind of flew out. So we have the Coffin, natural endings abound, take care of your health. With the Moon card, pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Gemini just got this card. Who else had this card? I believe Capricorn, perhaps. But anyway, so this is what I'm sensing for some of you, and I'm going to there's different messages for different groups of you. So for some of you guys, I feel like you feel an ending coming. And maybe it's as if spirit is kind of pushing you guys to do an ending here. So I wonder if this is like, I don't know, an ending of a job, an ending of a lifestyle, ending of a belief pattern that you know is no longer serving you and that you need to put an end to it to kind of overcome some level of your life that you felt a little bit stuck in. And others of you, and I'm a Cancer and I just went to my dad's memorial. So maybe there is someone like a passed down loved one that is coming through for your reading. And that kind of came through for Sagittarius as well. So Sagittarius means anything to you guys. Check out that reading. But I kind of feel as if like maybe someone's having a hard time letting go of something, but I'm hearing like, I'm going to be okay, or we're going to be okay. Don't worry about this. You'll be okay. Let this go for now. If it is meant to rehash, it will. But something like the memory of this is haunting someone here. And maybe Cancer, if it's not so much on your end, this could be someone else's energy towards you, like someone's unable to let you go. You're feeling their energy very, very strong here. So it makes it kind of make you wonder, did I make the right choice? Should I reach out? I definitely feel as if spirit is telling you, despite the emotional, psychic tension, connection that's still on here, you've done all that you could. You've done all that you could, and you did all that was required of you. I think that for now, let it pause, let it breathe, let it end. And you can let this go knowing that you did everything. And there's nothing to feel guilty about. Tell me more about this energy for Cancer in November. Tell me more about this energy for Cancer. 10 of Swords, Gemini energy. Yeah. A situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. And swans may mean something to someone on a specific level. Someone could have like a swan tattoo, always been tied to swans. But, I feel this is the ending of a karmic. Some sort of karmic cycle in some Cancer's life here. So that could be romantic. That could be evolutionary, spiritually. But that could be just, the letting go of something that is still hard to come to terms with its ending, but it's really something that is meant to free you, Cancer. It was not meant to punish you by it ending. There's something that, with this 10 of Swords here, it's like you've, in November, defeated like the final boss of like a video game is a really good way to describe it. And you finally passed that level. And it's almost like bittersweet because you finally beat the game but you loved playing that game, right? And so it's like now it's at an end. Where do I go from here? What do I do? And I feel like with this, I'm hearing that quote from Lord of the Rings. I don't know if anyone's a big fan, but it's like death is just another path to follow. So I think that this ending created a new path for you. And if some of you are still kind of trying to figure out what that path is, let spirit show you. I do feel in your dreams, your daydreams, what you're seeing in your third eye of like guidance is coming through very strongly here. And maybe even some of you guys are going to see a sign, very specifically a white feather, a timing synchronicity, strike of lightning, I don't know, at a time where you're wondering or wanting a sign is going to help you in fully closing it out or confirming that this closing out was the best for me. And yeah, with the Ten of Swords, this is something that has been harping on you for some time or has been really kind of haunting you for some time, that spirit doesn't want you to be haunted by it anymore. And for those of you with that passed down loved one and it's been really hard to let them go, or maybe there's something in November that's like an anniversary involving this person, they're very much still with you, Cancer. They may not be here in the physical sense, but they're very much with you in spirit. And they don't want you to be, I mean, it's easier said than done, but they don't want you to be so hard on yourself about their passing. They're in an amazing place and they're so proud of you and they will continue to watch over you. And I'm hearing take care of yourself. Take care of yourself knowing that you've done everything, that you did everything for this person, and that's enough. Okay, tell me more. Okay, we have ascending the mountain, and it says keep going forward. Yeah, you got this. I mean, with anything, I feel for a lot of you, this has already ended, whatever it is, and it's just still kind of being okay with that ending. It's still kind of accepting that ending. That's the hardest part, and maybe some of you are working through that currently. But keep going, keep moving forward from it. The further you distance yourself from that ending, the closer you are to that new beginning that wants to come in. It's hard work. It's not easy. And I'm not trying to dismiss the hard work that it's taking to kind of stay in that mindset to push forward and to move ahead. But I think you're getting the spiritual, respark to kind of finally decide that this is enough for me. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to move on. And to kind of, when you feel that weakness of, missing whatever ended or trying to go back to it, allowing your higher self and your intuition to take care of you, to come to peace with it. Because a lot of you already know that was what was best, or the timing of it had to happen in that way. And there was nothing you could do to change that. So acceptance here is a big lesson in November for you guys. But man, you guys are fighters. You really are. You have gone through this year a lot more than what most people could. So just because it's a hard time letting go of this is not showing that you have been weak in any way. You've been so strong, and spirit recognizes your strength in this, or that passed down loved one watching over you recognizes your strength. But you're not meant to give up now, Cancer, or to lay down now for this ending or because of this ending. It's supposed to propel you forward. So keep going. Just keep swimming, like that, Nemo quote, right? All right, Cancer. Is there anything else I can tell you? So we have number 20 with Dolphin Spirit. It says this and that are true. This is part about the stuck energy. And I want you to notice too, there's a lotus right here under this dolphin. So again, you guys are rising from something that, you felt in the mud in for some time. As you become more accepting of the situation and accepting of yourself, it will evolve. So with this dolphin spirit here, you could just, stay stuck in the why, how could have, I should have done this, I should have done that, but what about this? What about that? I mean, the reality of it is that we could sit there all day trying to figure out ways of how it could have been prevented, but it's happened. So now that it's happened, what are you going to do about it? And spirit doesn't want you to give up. Spirit doesn't want you to be hard on yourself. Spirit doesn't want you to feel as if you failed because it ended. Spirit wants you to know that that ending was something that was marked in time for the reason it had to happen in a way that maybe can't be explained. But by no means does that mean you failed. By no means does that mean you're weak. And by no means does that mean you gave up because of it ending. You put a lot of yourself on yourself for this cancer that you don't need to. And your passed down loved one doesn't want you to. So accept yourself as it is, accept yourself with what happened, and accept that you can move forward without looking back. And it is going to be the best thing for you. That I promise. All right, Cancer. Thank you so, so much for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. If it did, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button. We're going into Leo. Oh, Lilo. Or Lilio, I'm so glad I gave you that message. I'm so sorry for your loss. So now we're heading into Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is your message for November? Oh, okay. Speaking of mountains, we have a mountain here for Leo, and it says, know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. Okay, so Leo, there's something that you're about to face that feels big, that feels challenging, but you are protected spiritually. You are protected by your own wisdom, by your own knowledge. But why it may feel kind of monumental is what may be working against you. And I do feel it could be, some unexpected outside factors with Mercury retrograde. I'm not surprised to see this. Some canceled plans, some things that are getting put off, some people backing out. But I want to say, like, with that, even if you feel like you're defeated by things that are getting pushed off, by things that aren't, going as planned, maybe the closed doors are protection. And maybe, that door had to close for that moment so another door can open, so a better door can open. Harden yourself. Don't take things so personally. I know, again, easier said than done, but truly, I think there's more to explain of what's going on within someone else that they're not willing to share with you, or some sort of outside factor that was uncontrollable that you will come to find out. But, with what you have to face with this, unexpected plan, unexpected thing to happen in your life, Spirit knows the timing is appropriate because you're prepared. Spirit sees maybe that for some of you guys in November, you're going through a test and that you have everything that would be needed or required to pass this test. And so you guys are in the middle of the climb right now in November, but when you get to the top, it'll be worth it. Okay, there's something to achieve from this climb. It will not all be for naught, Leo. I wonder if some of you guys have been taking up hiking or have been wanting to hike before, the colder months in the Northern Hemisphere start to come about. Maybe some of you guys have been doing some like leaf spotting, sightseeing. Maybe some of you guys are thinking of traveling to like a Rocky Mountain skiing, snowboarding trips. Anyway, tell me more about this energy for Leo. What is this mountain that Leo will be facing in November? We have the Emperor. Okay. Aries energy, stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. Whoa. So some of you guys are being called to step up by Spirit, are being called to take charge, to be your own boss in this. You may be asked to take care of a situation, whether that's in the family, in a love situation, or in work, where you will be asked to lead. You will be asked to make the final decisions. You will be having that responsibility. And so Spirit says that you are the only one that can do this at this time. So part of this test, I think, is to prove to yourself that you can handle this. Even if life gets overwhelming, if you take a breath, if you remind yourself that you are fully prepared for anything that comes your way, to get your mind in the right mindset of clearing out the doubts, frustrations, and just look at what is ahead of you and stay focused on how to solve it, you're going to even impress yourself. Now, others of you, this could be an emperor that you're facing. This could be a boss. This could be a divine masculine energy who is stoic, who is very hard to reach and get to. And they may be like, I'm feeling a very blocked heart chakra. So some of you maybe feel like it's hard to relate to this person or get to know how they're understanding or feeling, but you can go toe to toe with them. And if it takes kind of giving them a dose of their own medicine, I think they'll come around. And maybe this person is going to be giving you this test, Leo. And I think you're going to handle them pretty damn well. You have that same energy. It's higher vibrational for sure. But you will let someone know that they can't just, demand too much of you, expect too much of you, that they need to respect you, that they need to honor you. And you're going to show that that's the case. You're going to show that there's no way that they could deny that or try to argue that. It's through your actions, through your consistency, through your discipline that you'll be showing this person and proving to this person and even proving to yourself. Tell me more. Tell me more for Leo. What do you need to release? Waning moon. Ooh. So before you can prove it to yourself and prove to someone, what is it that you need to release? A time to give rather than take. I didn't do this for the other signs, but I felt the need to do it for you, Leo. New moon in Virgo. So what I kind of feel with that is there may need to be some extra effort on your end that you may feel is unfair. So what is an example of that? Let's just say, like, if this is a work situation, you're being called to work extra hours and the people who aren't doing their work, it seems like they're getting off and, not taking the job as seriously. And you're wondering why you're putting so much effort in. You are being observed right now in a way that you may not understand, that may not be evident, but you are proving that you may be more prepared for a promotion or a raise by staying consistent, by taking this seriously, by being responsible. And others of you, I think there's a need to release the fact that maybe, this is unfair. Why did this happen to me? It's happening for you. And I get it. Some of the ways how it shows us is not evident of that. But each step of maybe some sort of misstep, of some sort of block, is Spirit's way of seeing how you can handle it, how you can move forward. Because only the biggest rewards can be given to those who are the most prepared, the most ready, and know how to use it when the time comes. And so if this is something that feels pretty big, or it could be something where it's going to have to be proven, Spirit wouldn't give that to someone who has not passed all the criteria, all the circumstances for it to happen. So this is just the final stretch. This is just the final climb, Leo. But it is showing you that you really got this. It is showing you that you can handle this, no matter what this is. And, for some of you who you may be the boss, and maybe you feel bad for letting someone go, an employee or a friend who isn't taking it as seriously, or maybe a romantic partner who you don't feel is taking you seriously, but you have trouble releasing them. I think they're that final block. I think they're blocking, your true potential of what you can possibly have. So don't feel guilty of letting them go if you need to let them go. Okay, tell me more for Leo. Tell me more for Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Ooh, fellow travelers. Support is all around you. And look at this peacock. I wonder if some of my Leos have a resonance with peacock energy, peacock feathers. But yeah, I do feel again like spirit is showing you the steps. Spirit is giving you that strength that you guys have naturally. I mean, even being represented by the tarot, in that confidence to pick yourself up again. Spirit is like, I don't know, you have a council of spirit guides, angels, ancestors watching how you're handling this, and they're rooting for you. They are seeing that you are like passing this with flying colors. And the fact that I think for some of you guys where maybe, you're wondering if what you're doing is making a difference, it absolutely is. And even if some people don't say the thank yous that you deserve to know, I think them witnessing what you're able to do, what you're able to master, secure for yourself, it's something that is felt. It's something that I guess maybe some people think, oh, Leo must already know that, because how would they not know that? And maybe that's why they haven't been so vocal about it. But maybe by the end of this climb, you're going to see all that support that has been evident from the start, but maybe not to you, but to everyone else that is around you witnessing this from you. But you're definitely spiritually supported. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and pull one more card for you guys and see if there's any last minute messages for my Lions for November 11/11 messages. You got this, Leo. Stay dedicated, stay focused, disciplined. You will make it to the top. You're meant to. Number 28 with the frog. And it says, clear out the clutter. So yeah, there's something you need to release or something you need to let go. Some of you guys, maybe it's some like household cleaning that will kind of help the energy within your household a bit. But others of you, it's definitely spiritual, or it has to do with someone that maybe is adding too much distraction that is not helping you to be your best, or maybe a situation in your life that spirit says needs to go. And it's not helping you on your climb. It's making the climb a lot longer than it has to be. So clear out the clutter. Whatever it is you need to release it. You would be doing the right thing. There's no need to have guilt or shame behind it. And I think you'll be at the top of this mountain, the top of this climb or challenge that is being, tested to you. You're going to see how well you were able to pull it off by the end of the month. Some sort of recognition, some sort of awareness, some sort of appreciation coming from those that you really need to hear it from. Okay, Leo? So thank you so much, Leo, for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. If it did, please let me know. Hit that like button. And we're going into Virgo. Hey, Virgo. How are my Virgos? Are there any Virgos in the chat currently? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is your message for November? Wow, you really have a Virgo stellium, huh, Debbie? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for November messages for the 11/11 portal. Ooh, this one flipped over and we have unity. This is giving me kind of lovers vibes. So I wonder if this is Gemini energy, Taurus energy that you may have, or that is linked to you in some way with this energy here. And it says, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. Wow. Okay. So guys, we're in Mercury retrograde. This could be someone from your past coming in or has recently re-entered your life. They have never felt the right way about how things ended with you. And this could be a friendship. This could be a romance, whatever it is. But they're feeling like they need to make things right with you that they haven't been able to do. In November, the timing is right. And that's when they come in, and that's when they want to, heal with you. That's when they want to kind of have a better understanding of where they came from that they weren't able to tell you before because they were not in the right place. And whatever you do with that, you could decide on how you want to handle that moving forward. But I definitely feel as if for the two of you, there's a soul healing that was meant to happen through having this conversation, through having this reconnection. Something about this person is that they have really warm hands, or they may have like hand cramps really easily. They may have a hand tattoo or a birthmark or a scar on their hand. Something about their hands I'm really kind of drawn into. But let's go ahead and pull some more cards to get deeper into this. Tell me more about this energy for Virgo. Okay, 7 of Wands. Leo energy, and it says, stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, claim your personal power. And look at that light of electricity in the background. Maybe that, like, some of you guys have been seeing like on and off, like lights switching on and off. But anyway, so what I kind of feel with that is two things. For some of you guys, it means like this person's willing to fight for this. They may know that how they left things wasn't right, and you may have some frustration around that, or you may have some tension around that because of the way that they didn't explain themselves, or how things kind of, they're maybe really guarded at the time when these things kind of fell apart, and they realize by being so guarded, they pushed you away. And that's something that they have always kind of regretted, and they don't want to allow that guardedness to affect the two of you in that way again. So I definitely feel as if they're taking a big leap forward, knowing that they may be, going out of the fryer into the frying pan into the fire, or they feel this confidence to just, despite, how things could turn up, despite the possibility of you not responding, they know it's the right thing to do. And this has been bothering for them for some time, ever since that this ended between the two of you, or that this didn't, settle right between the two of you, is kind of how it feels here. And so they're taking some big leap. They're doing something very courageous that they feel on their end by reaching out to you, but they feel very strongly about it. And they feel strongly that it is the right thing to do above all else, to reconnect with you, to have a better explanation of what happened. The letter S is coming out to me, as in Seth or Sarah. First middle last initial can mean something to someone, or someone could have two S's in their name. But tell me more about this energy. Okay, so we have full moon in Aquarius, and it says, show the world the real you. So I definitely feel as if, like, okay, so some of you guys, again, this person's showing you the real authentic selves, the part that isn't guarded, the part that they were afraid to kind of, push forward, that they were embarrassed by. Maybe they were embarrassed by the way they handled themselves. They want to heal that. They think you deserve to know the truth. Now, others of you, what I'm seeing really interesting here that didn't pop up until this card popped out, there may be someone in your life that's a friend, a romantic partner, that has been cheering you on to do something, been supportive of you in doing it. And they are like, they see you having a talent, they see you having a purpose that they really believe in. And they may be making it very aware to you that they think you have a shot at this, that you should go for this. And they're your biggest fan, biggest supporter. And that's maybe like what is kind of pushing you into finally giving yourself this chance, is this person's support. But again, I feel more the romance thing, but that is a message for someone out there. They could have a really sexy back, just saying, because of this like back picture here. Tell me more for Virgo. Ooh, 3 cards. I'm doing it for you, Virgo. So let's see. Unknown territory. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You're exactly where you need to be. Then we have infinite abundance. And it says abundance is pouring into your life. Wow. And rejuvenating rain. And it says clear the past, heal the present. So yeah, someone definitely wants to heal what happened in the past between the two of you. And it's scary for them. It's definitely unknown territory. Maybe it's been a while since you guys talked. Maybe it's been a while since this all blew up. And they know that they are unsure of how you're going to react to their return, or if you would at all. But I think you guys definitely have been waiting for this person to at least say something, to give you clarity, to give you closure. But I do think a lot of you, most of you, have been waiting on this person to return because you do care about them, and you still have, but you weren't going to be the one that, initiates anything where it was in their ball. The ball was in their court to do something with it. But I think Spirit is saying there was a contract here between the two of you that was meant to be fulfilled. It is meant to carry on. It's meant to have purpose. And where you guys are at now are more in frequency and alignment than when this kind of fell apart. So this has a better chance at healing in this reoccurring type of situation than where it was before when this fell apart. And I think both of you kind of see that as you reconnect. You're going to see how much better you guys are now, that there isn't that guard, there isn't that hesitation or that defensiveness that was coming from someone. And with rejuvenating rain, yeah, I think there's a lot of conversation potential here of explaining where someone was coming from and being truly sorry about it. I think the intentions are genuine that you need to know, Virgo, of this person coming back in. And so I think you can let bygones be bygones, and knowing and deciphering the accuracy of this person's genuinity and authenticity is going to help you kind of release the past with whatever happened that made you guys kind of drift apart in the first place. But this link up, this rehook, this respark of a friendship or a romance was meant to happen. It wasn't meant to end the way it did. I can tell you that. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and get one more card for you guys. See if there's anything else I can tell you about this person, situation, and 2 cards here. So we have Hawk Spirit, number 32. Let spirit be your guide. So you guys are very spiritually gifted. I think you're going to get the feelings around this person, the energy sense around this person. I think you're going to be seeing signs, synchronicities, even be led to readings like this that are going to kind of confirm these messages that are coming forward from you, from your own intuition or what you're seeing from the outside world. And then number 37 with Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. I believe Taurus also got this card, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, I think this person is a brave heart now. They were too scared before. They were too nervous before. They were unhealed before. But I think through their own self-reflection or what it meant to not have you in their life, it's kind of made them really realize that love isn't something, or friendship isn't something to be afraid of, that they could be open to this, and you have that loyalty, you have that devotion, they've sensed that from the start, to meet them in that frequency. So there's no more doubt here, there's no more fear here. And again, like for some of you, even if it's just to get closure, they're happy that they at least got to put that out there, even if nothing does respark, but they owed it to you, and they did the right thing, they did the brave thing by even reaching out and coming forward, okay? So thank you so much, Virgo, for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. If it did, please let me know, comment below, hit that like button. And last but not least, we have my Libras. Hi, Libra. How are you guys today? Are my Libras in the house? You're very welcome, Debbie. Thank you for joining me on this Tuesday. So let's see, Libra, what are your November messages during this 11/11 portal for Libra? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What does Libra need to know right now? Ooh, so we have love. Love is in the air for you guys. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. I don't know why I'm feeling Aquarius energy really strong here, but Aquarius may mean something to some of you guys. Doesn't have to be the case, but there's something big happening in your love life this month. I wonder if there is a new person entering. I wonder if this is, the romance that you guys have been having with a certain someone that is getting deeper. Maybe there is someone that is finally writing to you. Like I'm seeing text messages, notes, letters, if that's even still a thing anymore, that, how they really truly feel about you. And maybe they felt it was easier to do through writing than face to face, maybe because they are a little nervous. Yeah, I feel Aquarius and Virgo energy very specifically, but again, doesn't have to mean anything. But I definitely feel as if there's someone that wants to tell you how they feel, that they have developed something really real with you that feels very profound, feels really strong. Their heart chakra activates when they're around you. And that's something that they want to move forward in. And this love is blossoming in November. So if it's been a little bit subtle, a little bit, kind of feeling each other out these last few weeks or months, there's something that's meant to kind of start blooming here in November. Absolutely. There's someone that could have like a tattoo of like a saying, or like a cursive tattoo of someone's name. Tell me more about this energy for Libra. The letter L is sticking out to me as in Lindsay or Luke, first, middle, last initial. The Empress, beautiful. Taurus energy, Libra energy. So, divine feminine energy, time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resources. I wonder if there's someone that cares about you. Again, I feel very strongly for a lot of you, it's love and romance, but it could be friendship or whatever. Someone wants to buy you a gift in November. Maybe it's like an early Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever gift. I don't know. Maybe it's something that they saw and thought of you and they want to give that to you. But I really do feel for most of you, this is like a heart opening, a heart awakening. Someone feels safe with you. Someone feels like they can be themselves with you. This is someone who is very creative. So they may have like a creative hobby, such as like photography, painting, drawing, music. I don't know. But like, I wonder if you're kind of a muse for them in that sense. And that muse has kind of been growing stronger and stronger as they've gotten to know you. And with this Empress energy, I do feel like they want to ground something here. They definitely want to make their mark. They definitely want to plant their seeds in a future possibility here with you, Libra. And with the Empress, someone, I don't know if this is you or you view this person this way, they're very, very beautiful, very handsome. I think even some of them were like taken aback by meeting you at first, or you were taken aback by meeting them. Like, let's just say you guys met through online and their picture didn't do them justice. Like seeing them face to face, they were like gorgeous or very, very handsome. And they're just as beautiful on the inside as the outside. And I think that's where you guys really are feeling so connected to this person. I do feel that, you know, there's a lot of this feminine energy that is being shown to me where someone just by, being receptive, not chasing, allowing for this person to come forward was really the best way to do it. And I think this person or you has a lot of love to give, authentic love, true love, meaningful love that someone else hasn't found in quite some time. But I think you finally found the right person to give that to. Open arms. Wow. Okay. Tell me more about this energy for Libra. With the Empress, I will just say it's not everyone's message, but there could be pregnancy type of notification here. Someone could be pregnant, is finding out they're pregnant, whether this is you, someone you love, or, family member, friend. Tell me more about this energy for Libra. There's a song that reminds you of them that you've been playing recently or that they've been playing that reminds them of you. Tell me more about this energy. Okay, so first we have is full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. And the gibbous moon, you're very close to achieving your goal. So I definitely feel as if with this combination here, yeah, you will get what you've been hoping for in this romance, this love, this friendship energy. You guys feel very bonded to each other, that you could be emotionally available, open with one another in ways that you haven't felt for someone else in a long time. I do feel that someone is very close to coming forward and telling you how they feel, that you've been waiting to hear specific words from them. I do feel that you sense that the energy has been building, but it's kind of just a matter of time of when they would be ready to commit, when they would be ready to move forward on this. And I think November is the time here. And I think that this is very close to your heart as you're very close to theirs. And I do feel like maybe November is just the beginning of those plans that you want to act on, whether that is how to be exclusive with one another, move into one another, invite someone to, come over for the holidays. It's like, this is like in November, what you guys are planning with one another, or what you want to plan with one another and finally discuss to one another is what is going to leave a lot of what was unsaid and making someone curious be known fully, and even know that this is more of an indication that we're meant to be together. And that goal is something that is very close to in love and romance and friendship with this person than I felt with someone else in a long time. So that's really beautiful. Okay, tell me more for Libra. Oh, I love you too, Shivani. You're very welcome. Is there anything else? Or no, it's not done yet, but let's let's add more to this for Libra. Okay, ooh, 2 cards. My goodness, 2 here. 22 can mean something to you guys. 2 is October 2nd, October 12th, October 22nd, or September 22nd could be someone's birthdays. But we have unknown territory. Yeah, you are exactly where you need to be. So both of you feel a little nervous around each other. Both of you are really hoping you feel the same. And I think in November, you are revealing that you guys feel the same. And then surrendering to the journey. Yes. Release control, let it flow, let it come through naturally. And that's what the Empress does so well. The Empress is always sitting. The Empress isn't chasing. The Empress isn't forcing. The Empress just lets be. And what the Empress feels strongly about, the Empress knows is meant to happen. So let me just sit back, relax, and let it unfold the way it's meant to. And I think this journey has been a long one, but I think it's all been adding up to this point, or maybe even long in the sense that hoping that someone will finally say it if it's been only a few months. I think that it has all led to this point here. And as you guys are very close, I wouldn't suggest on putting pressure on anything. I wouldn't suggest on insisting anything. Let them open and come to you because they absolutely will. They feel really comfortable in doing so. So let that process and let that journey unfold the way it needs to. Okay, Libra? Wow, they're coming towards you, definitely. I see that here. There's not much more work you need to do, Libra. All right, so last card we have for you guys is the Eagle Spirit. I believe Aries got this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was Aries, but it says Spirit has your back. So interesting that I kind of like feel like a lot of this was like, let it unfold, let it process. Like Spirit didn't want to make themselves too known here, but Spirit definitely has intention on making sure that this is succeeds. I do feel like you guys have a soul contract here that you are meant to fulfill, that you're meant to have this lifetime. And Spirit has been, subtly, but now kind of saying, yeah, don't worry. Like I've also been helping in this situation. I've been watching it since its manifestation and I've been taking care of it. Spirit has your back in also knowing for you to know if this helps in any way that this is the right person. And maybe some of you guys have had some trust issues. Maybe some of you guys have been a little, guarded coming into this, especially if you felt like it's unknown territory. This person has sparked a lot of romance in you that you haven't felt in some time that maybe is making you a little nervous, but this is absolutely the right person and you definitely have a contract with them and it's definitely meant to take a turn here in November for the very best. Allow it to unfold. Sit back, relax, Libra. It's meant to happen. So thank you so much, Libra, for joining me for this reading. If it resonated, please let me know. Drop a comment, hit that like button. We're almost at 200 likes. That's amazing. I know this is a work day, so I thank you guys so much for joining me here. And that wraps up our 11/11 November readings. For the all signs. I will be uploading this. Once I upload this, if anyone has any of the timestamps, they can comment it once it's uploaded. That would be great. But if not, don't worry. I can also, try my best to put the timestamps there when I can. But yes, I will be working on that. But thank you so much, guys. Happy 11/11. I hope that you heard what you needed to hear, anything that gave you some encouragement, some love, some healing. I hope that you got that by watching this message. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And I will be back with the mid-month love readings very soon. So I hope you guys are excited for that as well. Thank you so much. All right. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Mwah.